So we use our two computers here with a switch, our two computers here with a switch. Then I will have our main router here. Now we pick our device here, our network here. Then we click on this. Yes, now it has come. You click on this. Then you select your cable you want to use. So you select the fast Ethernet. Now when you click on this one, another menu will open for you to choose again. You choose the first one. Now again, fast Ethernet. You choose it. Now again, here, the first one. You select. Now after that, it's left for us to connect these. We use the same cable here. No, with this one, we are not using the fast, we use the gigabit Ethernet. We are connecting from the switch to the router. Another one. Right. Now, after configuring this, the next one we are going to do is we are going to configure the router itself using the CLI. So we will click on the router. Okay. So it has come. We will click on the router. Then we will click on the CLI. The CLI dialog box will display. Then we start to ask you some few questions. Will you like to enter the initial configuration dialog? You say no, we don't want to. Then you press enter. You press enter again. Then enable the router. Type enable. When we type enable, then you press enter. It gives us another line to continue our configuration. We will type configure terminal. Then we press enter. Configure terminal. Then we press enter. Now, after pressing enter on configuring terminal, we will actually start with our assignment. So, interface. We are using the interface section. So, interface, we are setting it globally, global 0/0, 0/0. Then we press enter. After that, we will have to set our IP address. So, we are come to set our IP address. IP IP address as 192.168.1.1. Then we will set our subnet mask 255.255.0. Then we press enter. After that, we will let it that it shouldn't shut down. We will shut it down. No shut down. Then we press enter. So you can see it says the interface gigabyte Ethernet is changed to up. So we've actually switched it from that the router. Then you press enter again. We will move to the next one. So we will exit the so we configure the, the first line. We are moving to the next one. So we exit. Then we come again with an interface. As of the first one, we did one for it. So interface. Then we set the general internet 0/1. The last one we did here, we set 0/0. So the next one, we are setting 0/1. So 0/1 here. Then we press enter. After that, we set the IP address. The IP address here, 192.168. So the first one we did it 1.1. So 2.1, 2.1. Then we set our subnet mask 0. Then we tell it to shut down. So shut down. That's also changed to app. That's changed to live. Please any questions so far before we close this? So I'm going through this the terminal. Now when we came here, we actually enabled it. We configured the terminal. Then we set the interface, that's the global 0/0. Then we set the IP address. We said it shouldn't shut down. We came to the next one. We exit, and after setting the first one, we exit. We came to the next one interface, that's global 0/1. The first one was 0/0. Second one is 0/1. Then we set an IP address different from the first one. So this is 1.1 and this is 2.1. 0/0. Then also shut it down. Nice. Right. Now we can exit to see how far our program has gotten to. Right. Now you can see everything is green here on our site. Everything is green here. So far, any question before I proceed? Now the next thing we will do is to set the IP address. Never forget for each of the computers. So you set the IP address. So you first in this piece, you click on it. We wait for it box to open. Menu box so that we can set our IP address. Okay, so that's now when this open, you go straight to the desktop. Then you click on IP configuration. IP configuration. So the last time you remember similar we did similar thing like this. So then we set the IP address from here 192.168.1. Let's see, let's give it 10. I think we've already used that one and so on. Now, after setting this, the subnet must automatically generate it for us. The next one we do, or the next step we are going to do is to set the default gateway, the default gateway for it. So the default gateway is an IP address we are going to set. So you remember when we were setting the switch, we set an IP address. That's the same IP address we are going to use here. So 192.168.168.1.1. Then we are done here. We close it. Then we come to the next one, desktop IP configuration. The same thing we set it for the IP address 192.168.1.11 on the first one we set 10. Then we also set the default gate 192.168.1.1 because they are all the same default gateway here, the one we set when we were setting the router. Now we are done with this. So we come to the next one. The next PC is this one. We move to the desktop IP address configuration. Then we also configure its IP address from there. So 192.168.2.10. Now we also set the default gateway here. The default gateway we are going to set is for this session. The first one we set was for the other session here. So we are setting this session. So 192.168.168.2.1. We are done. The next one too. So we make sure every desktop has its IP address. So 192.168.2.11. 192.168.2.1. Right. Now we've been able to set we've been able to finally configure our network successfully. Now what we will do is we are going to actually share data packets and see the data packets on our network. So there is the data packet. This one, the data packet. We will pick it. We will pick it from here. Then we set it on a computer. So, for example, we are saying we are picking it from here, then we are setting it to the router. Okay. Let's play. So, right. So you pick it from here, paste it here. Then you actually set it here. Let me stop. It's beginning to slow. Let me stop the recording. This is also a huge software. So if you are running a lot, okay. Trying to make you see the simulation happening here. Okay, perfect. Start. Still share. Okay, now you can see my screen. So this is what I want you guys to see here. Please focus on where the mouse is. So here determines whether your network is successful or failed. So again, let's try and pick a packet from here. So we pick a packet from here, we pick it, place it here, then we place it here. So you can see here successful, meaning we've been able to actually send packets across our network. Is any question? So when it fails, the status here will say fail. So let's try and pick another packet and see. So we pick it from here, put it here, then we put it. Now you can see it failed. So here failed means you actually didn't pass the right channel. But let's pick it, pick it here. See, it's successful. So this one is where so you can see destination, the source is from PC6 and destination is router 1, router 1. And the status of your packet when you sending data across your network is successful. Please, any question? Now I picked the packet from packet C. Destination was router 1. The status is successful. So this is actually how you can be able to build a very simple network um, design or network system. Very simple. But the main thing you have to know is the configuration, how to configure it and actually build a successful network in your simulation. Please, any question? So you try this how this is a recorded version. So I'll save it and send it.